Hello darlings, it's Tess and I am a creative witchy mess. Today's video is me reacting to my hashtag balletcore social media posts from the past.
Fasten your seatbelts.
Because I don't know if I look it or if I've mentioned it in other videos before, but I in fact love ballet. I did it as a kid and then quit because my school shut down. And then I started it again as an adult at a studio when I was about 20 and then did it until I was about 25, and I had to stop because I was doing my honours degree that year, and so that was picking up speed and I didn't have the time for ballet anymore, and unfortunately the classes are expensive, so I stopped doing it for that reason. But I obviously had just a glorious few years of just getting into it again and just loving it so much. And in actuality, I did it for long enough and, you know, worked my poor feet long enough that I actually managed to get on point for a very short period right before I had to stop. So that was very, very exciting for me, and I still have my point shoes that still fit, and so I'm very determined to get back into ballet at some point and hopefully even get on point again.
I'm old, Gandalf.
In any case, I have seen the balletcore aesthetic around everywhere on Pinterest and on YouTube, people doing, you know, balletcore vlogs, and that's cute. Like, I guess, it's not always. There's this great Instagram account that I'll put up here called Models Doing Ballet, which is like the bad side of balletcore, where it's like, just hire a dancer, oh my god. So that's a really good example of like balletcore that is not good, but it gave me the idea to look at my own balletcore moments from the past, even if my colourful leotards and such things that I eventually got into a collection were very much not like the minimal aesthetic palette of balletcore now, which is very much pink, white, grey, black, layered onto, you know, very perfect Pinterest skinny white girls, basically. This is the way back machine. This is me and my cousin Liv preparing for our ballet dance concert, because she did dance with me. I feel kind of weird looking at this now because I remember feeling out of place when I was doing ballet. Like, I was kind of this messy little tomboy in every other aspect of my life. Like, I wore Bart Simpson boys pajamas, for example. And yet when I was in ballet, I see now through this photo that I actually kind of look in place. Very strange to look back at because it's just this weird cognitive dissonance of what I'm seeing versus what I remember. This was my first class ever back to ballet. I hadn't built up my collection of, you know, Tess Connellan aesthetic Leos and skirts at this point, so this is probably my most traditionally balletcore outfit picture that I have. Black Leo, black crossover, black skirt, and then I wanted to wear socks with my canvas split soles because it was quite hot that day and I couldn't be bothered to put tights on. Then of course my very, very messy bun and a pink bow because of course it's ballet pink, but you also know it's impossible for me not to decorate something, including my hair.
Long purple hair.
I asked my friend Sarah to take this photo actually so I could send it to my dad just to let him know what I'm doing because he lives far away. And so I could send it to my mum. And I also, yes, I did want my return to ballet to be kind of Instagram official because I was so excited about it. What the hell is that face? And I knew the sort of inverted triangles of like my arms and then my legs would be really, really aesthetic. even though that was basically pointless because the rest of my Instagram feed was unparalleled chaos back then. Just was this random thing that was pretty on my feed that was otherwise just a diary. Okay, so this one's pretty cute. I at this time was just so hyper fixated on ballet being part of my life again that I was basically posting, like, every second post that I put on Instagram was about it. And it was just such a positive thing that I just didn't care. So any opportunity to show what I was doing or my progress, and I wanted visual things to go with my written ramblings that I was putting in Instagram captions and on Tumblr. Like, just putting writing there is boring. I wanted something to accompany it. So that's why I was taking all these photos. And then during that period, I visited this amazing chocolate shop with my friend Griff that I think is called Perfection Chocolates. And they have all of these novelty chocolates in all of these crazy shapes and things. And I, on that day, bought a horse's head for my brother because he likes The Godfather, and there's the horse's head in the bed in that movie.
Cinephile confession: I don't like The Godfather.
But I also got this little pair of chocolate ballet shoes for myself because do you think I could resist them? No, of course not. And I just knew this photo had to be taken, and so I took an example of a more traditional balletcore palette of the cream coloured background and just the little brownish neutral chocolate shoes, and then my shoes that are ballet pinks. So another aesthetic experiment of my various tools in order to just have something to squee over about how much fun I was having. I was trying to think of things that would look cool when they were like mirrored or placed alongside each other. So I settled on one of the few stretches that I could do comfortably, which is the calf stretch, reaching out to your foot. It's another balletcore aesthetic aligned post where the only thing that kind of spoils it is my bright purple hair. So the other colours are pretty much balletcore, but my hair would make the balletcore purists very much look down on me. Not dancewear or dancewear style, admittedly, but the fabric and the colour palette is definitely balletcore. This is from a store in Sydney that does like modern recreations of vintage designs. So this is a black silk bodice with a pink tulle skirt. And then the pink belt with the organza flower is actually from Kitten d'Amour, another vintage inspired shop here in Australia. And most of their stuff doesn't fit me, mainly because of these.
This is fine.
Obviously, accessories like a belt doesn't really affect that, so I was wearing it on the dress to give it a little bit more zazz. And so I guess this is a balletcore vintage inspired cocktail version of balletcore. Oh my god, this one. So I felt like taking a photo of a chandelier that we have on the ceiling at our house in Hobart because it's a really old house. But the corner in the middle there, bottom right corner, was way too empty for my taste, so I wanted to put a cool shadow there. And my arms weren't long enough to take the photo here and then reach my hand all the way up there. So I decided that it would be my foot. So I did that and I pointed at the ankle and then flexed my toes, which is known as the infamous Barbie foot, which you are probably familiar with. I had like so many cringe pictures of my feet and my shoes even before I got my point shoes, because of all the sort of natural ballet gifts that I was given. The only one was decent arches, decent feet, because you know, I didn't have really good posture, or I wasn't an amazing turner, and I was not flexible at all. Meow, meow, meow. So feet were all I had, and so they were very often in the spotlight. But did this get creepy men messaging me saying they would pay me money for photos of my feet in ways that were completely different from ballet? Yes, yes it did.
It's just weird. Stop it.
This is why little kids should not be on Instagram. These are stills from a video that I took to time my balance, and I also wanted to see how turned out I could get my foot, which as you can see is not much. But this is when I was starting to build my collection of dancewear so that it looked a little more me, so to speak. The watercolory flower shorts are Capezio, and I love the print so much that I actually got it in Leo. I've also got that print in a leotard. The tank is a gorgeous one from Cloud and Victory, and I actually right now am wearing it. It says Wild Hearts Will Dance, and it's got these two girls doing their kitschy jumps, and I love it so much, and on hot days I would wear it as a cover-up to my dancewear. I'm very annoyed that in this photo my toe on the passe foot
Retire, Tess. That is retire.
is like pushed too hard against my knee because I was trying to balance, which makes my toe looks like it's knuckled, so that's really annoying.
It's not that I don't like it. I am physically repulsed.
So you can see this is the same Cloud and Victory tank. I'm wearing it with a cream organza skirt that I got when I was literally about 13, and by some reason, a miracle, it still fits, and I think it's only because it's got an elastic waist, but I love that skirt. It went with me to Russia. I wore it to my year 10 formal. Me and it have very much a nice history. It actually looks like the one in the Little Dancer statue, which obviously makes me very happy. I'm not wearing point shoes here, obviously. I'm wearing just satin flats that have point shoe style ribbons, and I got them to go with my 21st birthday dress with the flowers. I wanted something fairy-ish that wasn't heels because I don't do heels.
So uncomfortable.
So I got these shoes from Ballet Beautiful, which is Mary Helen Bauer's ballet sort of workout and dancewear company. I was balletcore ahead of the times, I guess. Hopefully it's less cringe because I was actually doing ballet at the time, not in those shoes, but actually doing ballet. And I didn't think they made me a better dancer because I was wearing them or something like that. So, like, hopefully it's not that bad.
You're entitled to your wrong opinion.
Okay, this is another relic from my time dancing regularly. It was about 3 times a week or so, if I remember correctly, and I was just so proud of how much better my feet were getting. So I just felt compelled to make this because, like, good feet were all I had, blah 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 blah. I said that before. I look at this now and wish they could have stayed this way, of course. And here was the moment that I got to sew my very first pair of point shoes.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty.
The little rainbow hairbow is in there because I had worn it to class that day and I love it, and so I would just put it in the photo kind of randomly. My little sewing stuff was inside that little green tin, and I am still not very good at sewing, and so my mom had to help me sew this very first pair. She did ballet when she was young, and so she used her memory to help me out. I treasure these shoes so much. I still have them even though they're obviously dead now, but you know, they're not going anywhere. I was doing plie exercises here, obviously holding on to something with my hands because I wasn't good enough to go without support at that point. Stay safe, babies.
I was just giving myself some good advice.
But I was doing these plies up on my boxes to try and just strengthen everything. That was just my reasoning for that. And I was filming it obviously to make sure I was staying on my boxes because you don't have the giant mirror in your house, so filming it is the only way to get it done. So when I watched the video back, I just saw this still and I thought it was cool, and then I mirrored it into the post, and I thought that looked cool, so I posted it. So there we go. A little sneak time machine back to my days of doing ballet. Should I bring it all back when I can afford classes? Jury's out. And the jury says yes.
The show must go on. Come rain, come shine, come snow, come sleet, the show must go on.
Subscribe for more chatting about various artistic things and also me doing those artistic things, of course. And let me know if I should do other reactions to other posts from my past social media, because I know some people like reactions no matter what they are. If seeing me in this video hasn't reminded you, just remember that ballet is for everybody. And I don't just mean everybody, I mean everybody. Like, no matter what size you are. Give this video a like and a comment down below if you love ballet too, or of course if you want to say something funny and roast me about some of these ridiculous posts. Remember, I love you, keep going.